I was conceived off the Osley brothers with no rubber, while most fell victim to a stain in between the sheets. I dove deep with the tenacious tenacity and the patience to remain on my feet. You niggas weak. 3674, hairborn's a menace to the street.
Testing. Mic 1, mic 2. Mic check. Is this thing on? Hold on, let me switch over to our sound effects here.
Are we live?
Yes, we are live. We are in the building, man. Episode 22 of the Dopest podcast. I'm your host, Nasir Moss. I'm back once again. I got to give y'all a little something to miss, man. I want you guys to get sick of me and shit. Flooding you with content every week. Got to give the people something to miss, you know what I'm saying? I ain't done this in a month, yo. And you know what? I'm not even going to go into how I usually do, why I didn't record, why I haven't been recording. Although I feel like I got some pretty valid reasons, but I don't feel like it matters at this point as long as I'm here bringing y'all some content. How you guys been, though? You miss me at all? You miss hearing me every week? I miss bringing you guys content every week, man. My man Jay posted something the other day, and it stuck with me. He said, as a content creator, being depressed and not making content, but also feeling depressed about not being able to make content because you're depressed, man, that shit hit home like a motherfucker, man. I ain't gonna lie. What is depression? I think I got that shit. You know how last episode, I did record, by the way. I recorded one episode, but I ain't like it. It was short. You know, it was like 50 minutes, so I ain't put it out. And it wasn't really shit to talk about 3 weeks ago. You know, it's been shit to talk about recently. You know, niggas is out here dying and shit. I guess shit's been going on in my life, too. You know, I've been getting robbed left and right. I don't know if you guys can see right now. I don't got my shades on, and that's not by mistake. It's a dirty game out here. I don't know if I got robbed or if I lost it or not. I feel like I got robbed. And why I'm so torn about it is because I'm not a shit. I know she didn't get out that fucking. No, she might just be scratching at the door. I know it's a lot going on in the beginning of this episode, guys. You know how this shit goes. I got ADHD. My mind be going all over the place. I got a cat, for you guys that don't know. And she's in heat again. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I got a horny cat. I got a horny fucking cat. I came home from... Here she go. She got out the room. See, I had her in the basement, right? I had her in the basement. Come here. If you gonna want to sit here and purr the whole episode, let the people see you, since you want to be in the show so damn bad. So I came home from dropping Jaden off from school this morning, and the pussy's just a purring, man. It's crazy. So I put her in the basement because, you know, I set up right after I dropped Jaden off. That's what I normally do. And I could tell she was just going to be a problem. You know, she was in rare form. You know, I don't know why she can't just... She got toys. Why don't you go hump them motherfuckers? Leave me the fuck alone, you know. And I put her in the basement, but, you know, it just got cold. I live in Pennsylvania. It's cold right now. And you know, the heat's on, but you know the heat don't go to the basement. Our basement ain't finished or nothing like that. It don't got no insulation. That's usually her timeout spot. You know, I went to the gym after I set up, and I came back and started eating and shit. And she was purring, like doing that purr, but it sounded sad. It sounded like a purr that you would hear on one of those abused animal commercials. You know what I mean? And it was cold down there, and I wasn't considering that. But now I'm at a loss because I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know where her little carrying case shit is, because I would put her back there. You know what? The shed's out because she's strong enough to push the shed door open now. It's fucked up. As long as you don't make that fucking noise the whole episode, you can stay out. But if you're going to be down here trying to hump my foot, we're not doing that. We're not doing that this week. I might have to put her ass in the basement. And she's shedding all over the fucking place. This ain't even really my cat. This cat lives here. It's my sister's cat. You need to come get your fucking cat. Man, she shedding all over the place. At least go get her groomed, man. Get her fucking fixed. I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how often this happens, but it's too fucking often now. You were cute as a kitten, Kylie. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for you. You need to go get fixed. Oh, I got to deal with this real quick, yo. I'll be right back. I got to go put her somewhere. All right, I put her in the shed. I barricaded it, so we should be good. Fucking cat. Like a whining fucking baby. What was I talking about though? Oh yeah, my shades. I looked top to bottom for these fucking shades. I told y'all at the beginning of this podcast, episode 1, I'm not a shades person. I'm not a shades dude. I don't wear them shits. Not outside. I wear them for the podcast. I wear them when I go away on vacation and shit. But I don't just be outside walking down the street wearing shades. That's just not me. It's not what I do. I wear them on the podcast. I fold them up, and I either leave them here or I leave them up there on the TV stand behind you guys. Those are the two places that I leave it. Or I may bring them upstairs into my room, and I can't find them, man. I don't know where the fuck they at. I looked everywhere they would be, everywhere they should be, and they not there. You know, so everyone's a suspect. Family and all, everyone's a fucking suspect. I mean, shit's crazy. I hate losing shit. Even worse is getting robbed. That's the worst. That's the worst of the two. Losing shit, you could kind of be like, all right, it's my fault, you know. But I know this wasn't my fault because I don't bring them out the house. It's not like I be wearing them and I could have left them somewhere. They be in the house. They be in here. Where the fuck could they be at? Did Jaden break them? Jaden, did you break my glasses, Jaden? And you hiding them from me or threw them in the trash? I don't know, man. I just want my shades. You know what I mean? This is what I do on here. I wear shades on this podcast. You know, I could go out and get some more because they fairly inexpensive, but I shouldn't have to do that shit. That's what it is for me. Doing shit that I don't have to do, that I shouldn't have to do, and replacing something that shouldn't be lost, shouldn't be gone. It should be where I left it. That's what burns me up so much about this shit. Getting robbed left and right, man. I've been taking losses, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I've been wearing them well, but I've been taking some losses. The fucking internet scammers got me. Internet scammers got me, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, this has been happening for a minute now. I don't know how they got my information, but there would be random transactions on my card, and my bank, they would stop it. They would alert me, but I would have to go through a whole process of being on the phone with the claims department and shit, getting them on the phone. That'd take some time, and then actually them listing all of the transactions that I have to say, yes, I made this transaction. Yes, I made that transaction. And then it would get to this website, the specific website, and some shit based out in the UK. And there's nothing on this website. All this website is a fucking, all this, it's like a service. And the shit says like on the front page of their website, it's like, was your card charged by accident? Call our phony ass hotline and we'll get it fixed for you. That's all their website is. So basically, I don't know. They get people's information, and then you see the website on your transactions, your list of transactions and shit. And then I guess you're supposed to go on that website, try to cancel the transaction, and they get even more information out of you. I guess that's how it goes. I never went to the website until this happened to me. Because my bank would always call me. Well, not call me, but they would send an alert to my phone, and I would have to call them and get everything sorted out. The other day, what was this like? This like last week, man. It felt like the fucking sky was falling. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if y'all saw that Kevin Hart shit chat. I'll talk about that later in the episode. But that last episode of that miniseries when he was snapping in the hotel room and shit, that's how I was when this shit happened to me. So it's a normal day. I think I just got back from the gym and shit. Probably should have been podcasting. I'm a big believer in the universe and shit. And I'm supposed to be doing this podcast. I'm supposed to be on the microphone talking and shit. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. And I feel like whenever I'm not doing that, bad shit be happening to me. I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like that. Cause nothing but unfortunate shit that don't need to happen has been happening to me since I haven't been doing the podcast this past month. I don't have bank fraud problems. Where the fuck did this shit come from? I'm at the fucking Sunoco trying to get gas and shit, and my card declined. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even go into the fucking Sunoco. I just use my card at the pump and shit. So I had to use my credit card and shit. So I pull off. I'm on the phone with the bank, all mad and shit. What the fuck going on? I go in, I check my balance, everything's cool, and then they like, yeah, such and such tried to charge your card for this amount. You know what I mean? And that had happened probably like three times. And then one day, the website, the transactions just, the day that I'm talking about, the transaction just came through. And they kept hitting it like bang, 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 $23, $23, $23, $23. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was in here snapping, yo. How Kevin Hart was throwing shit around the hotel room and he kept saying, fuck, fuck, fuck. That's what I literally, I had a mini anxiety attack in here. I ain't know what to do, yo. I went and got Jaden out of school early. It ain't have nothing to do with that. and he was about to get out too. So I ran up. I drove up to the school all fast, ran up to the gym. Because they know me in there. I used to go to Jaden's school. So I'm like, yo, it's an emergency. It's emergency. Let me in. I got an early dismissal. I know y'all protocol. It's only like an hour or so before dismissal time. You could do an early dismissal. But it was like 30 minutes before they was about to get out of school and shit. I'm like, yo, it's an emergency. I got to get out of here. Let's go. So I'm on the phone. I put the hold on my card because I didn't want them to take no more money from me. I did that. And then I called the bank and they expedited the card out to me. Little 2-day shipping. Shit was there. Good thing this shit happened in the middle of the week. I'd had to wait through the weekend to get a card and shit. That ain't cool. Y'all know I do DoorDash and shit, so it just basically put a hold on everything. When I don't have a card, that puts a hold on everything. I do like, I don't have a job. I do like what they call it, self-contract work, you know, shit like that. Delivery service, courier, whatever you want to call it, transportation. Cause that Toro shit, it's all one hub, you know what I mean? It's all intertwined. So I basically do that. That's how I get my money. And the Turo shit was fine because that shit's connected to my account and routing number. They send money there that way. But DoorDash, I cash out every day. I cash out however much I want every day. So when I can't do that, that put a halt on that. So I got to wait a week to get that money. So it was just a big ass inconvenience, and podcasting was not on my fucking mind, man. I wasn't in that world. I was mad as shit though, man. I was in here. I was like, fuck. I'm surprised my neighbors ain't come knock on the door, man. Oh, they taking my fucking money. I snap him. I don't like nobody stealing from me, man. That's fucked up. Go get your own fucking money. I work hard for this shit. Well, I try not to work hard for it. I put it this way. I use my time that I'm not gonna get back strategically to make my money. I mean, the fact that you gonna take that from me, that's fucked up. That goes for things and possessions as well, for whoever took my fucking shades. Another reason that I haven't been podcasting, and I said I wasn't gonna do it, but fuck it, we here now. I guess it's interesting. Well, should I talk about some Turo shit first? Because there's something that happened. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the Turo shit first. In the midst of me not podcasting, I had a guest, and it's a big fat white dude, and he is his troop of he looked like a troop of misfits. You ever see the series of unfortunate events? It's like this big fat white dude. He was Count Olaf, right? And he had his group of misfits. It's like would have been shit. This bitch, he had this bitch with him. She had this cocked ass eye. One eye was all cocked and shit. This other boy, he looked like a dap. If you don't know what that is, that's I call pedophiles daps. Daps is Dads Against Pedophiles. I watch them on YouTube a lot. Check them out. They do good work out there. But yeah, the nigga looked like a pedophile and shit. Fucking, and the white dude, he's sloppy and stomach hanging out of his shirt and shit like that. But I did bring the price down. What you gotta realize about this business is when you bring the price down, you start to attract the undesirables. Yes, I said it, the undesirables, the people that you really don't want using your shit, but it's kind of slow right now, so we gonna bring the price down and we gonna keep shit afloat. That's what we gonna do. But you attract those undesirables. When I tell you this fat motherfucker left the most foul stench in my seat, yo, it was fucking disgusting. That shit was terrible, man. Smelled like a fucking Egg McMuffin in the car for like 5 days. For real. It was no spray that was gonna get that shit out of there. I needed a deep conditioning on them seats. Fat fuck sweating into the pores of the fabric and shit. He had it for like 5 days. 7 days. So we had time for their smell to just seep into the truck, man. It was terrible. I'm telling y'all. That ass smell stayed in there for 5 days, my nigga. I was mad as shit. I ain't gonna hold you. All money ain't good money, y'all. 5 days of that ass smell. Hold on. I don't know. I don't know for sure. It might not have been that long because I don't remember having a car for that long in between his trip. John, that was his name. Okay, so I was exaggerating on the 5 days shit because I only had the car for not even 24 hours in between. But it felt like 5 fucking days, man. It felt like 5 days. I was sitting in that ash chamber. You fat fuck. You fat fuck, John, you. I know it's people out there that's fat, man. But y'all didn't see this fat motherfucker. Yeah, and fat people, I know for the most part, across the board, they check that hygiene shit because they know they smell. They know when they start sweating a lot, you start smelling like ass, armpits, the whole nine. So I know for the most part, fat people be keeping that shit in check on the hygiene tip. This nigga don't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck at all. I could tell by the way he carried himself. Who the fuck walks around with their stomach hanging out of their fucking shirt? It was one of them fucking he was almost like on some, I don't want to call him retarded, but nigga looked like he was a little slow. He had on a button-up shirt. It was misbuttoned. I wish I had took a picture of this nigga. I'm trying to paint the picture for y'all. It's like a misbuttoned gray button-up, and his stomach was hanging out. He didn't have an undershirt on. I'm just basically describing how undesirable he was. Not as a man. I'm not talking about as a sexual partner and no shit like that, because I know how that just sounded coming out of my mouth. I'm talking about as far as who you want in your property. You don't want nobody like that in your property because you get an ash chamber when you come back. When it comes back, it's going to be an ash chamber. Speaking of chambers, and I'm going to get to why I wasn't recording. I ain't forget about that last reason. I've been living life. You know, you never seen nobody bounce back from bank fraud like this. I also been living life. Ghostface, Raekwon, and JayZ's show. Shout out to those guys. They had that shit lit in there. Yeah, it was fun. I only knew like 5 songs, but I fuck with WuTang though. Yeah, I'm still. Well, y'all didn't hear me say this on here, but on the Trainwreck podcast, I used to describe how I'm learning about all of the previous shit that happened before. All I really knew as a young boy was like, I thought JayZ was the best, but now I'm older and shit. he ain't really the best. You know, there's much liver niggas out there than JayZ that can spit way more. They got way more swords than Hov. You know, Hov is Hov. You know, he nice. I ain't saying he not nice, but it's much nicer niggas than JayZ. You know, to me, as far as lyricism and shit, and well, not even just lyricism, because it's people out there that's less known that make better songs than JayZ's ever made. And I gotta say this, and I think the reason I be hard on JayZ like this so much is because I used to be such a fan, and recent information that I found out about him has been so disappointing. And that's not, I ain't gonna get all the way into that, even though it is crazy, but I used to be so much of a JayZ fan that it would annoy motherfuckers. I used to be in fucking middle school rapping JayZ bars, everybody else spitting Lil Wayne and Millie. I mean, that was fire too. Don't get me fucked up. But Millie was fire. I knew that word for word too. But I also knew American Gangster word for word. You know what I mean? Shit like that. I'm in there spitting that. Motherfuckers like, Nas, get the fuck out of here spitting that JayZ shit. So I feel like I almost gotta be like anti-JayZ a little bit to kind of get that off of me. You know, I was a kid, so it wasn't my fault that I was riding his nuts so heavy. But you don't know that you're doing that as a kid. You know, JayZ could do no wrong in my eyes as a kid. Maybe because that was my icon coming up. I found out some of the wrong that JayZ has done, and I ain't with that shit. So, you know, I could differentiate the music from the person and their actions and shit like that. The Gillistein Maxwell case has started, I think, either yesterday or it starts today. Her trial begins today. And I say that because JayZ's name was on that flight log to Jeffrey Epstein's Nasty Island. Him and his wife Beyonce, and Kanye too. But we ain't getting that deep. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that because we still in the beginning of this episode. We only 30 minutes in, and I ain't really been talking about shit yet. Just been talking about myself. Hopefully this is interesting for y'all. I got scammed by some Indian fucking bank frauds. Niggas booked me for my shades. I ain't speak too much about that Ghost and Ray and Jizza show. Well, you know, I don't know too much about WuTang. Them niggas put on a live show. They got a bunch of great music. And from what I hear, they ain't even getting to most of this shit. Them niggas do got like 1 million albums though. Just at a glance, looking at all this shit, niggas got 1 million projects. Body Armor need to sponsor me, man. This been my drink lately. Shit's been replenishing my cells with the electrolytes. You know what I like most about this shit though? And this would be a great ad for y'all right here. But I'm just trying to find shit to talk about. They cut they shit with coconut water. Instead of water, like regular water, they use coconut water. And coconut water replenishes those cells better than water can. But other than that, do I have anything else that I've been up to? I've been preparing, guys. You guys have a nice treat coming up. I'm not going to hold you. You know, I know y'all probably thought I was done with this podcast shit because I took 3 weeks off. If I ever take 3 months off of this shit, I'm done with it. Just throwing that out there. Because like I told you guys, this is like my therapy for me. And I'm kind of rambling right now because I haven't done this in so long. So that's why this sounds so crazy. But I told you guys I believe in the universe. And I feel like I have to be doing this shit. So if I'm not doing this shit anymore, I fell out of love with it. You know, a little 3-month hiatus, that ain't too bad. But if I'm damn near taking a quarter to a half of the year off of this shit, I probably fell out of love with it. But that's nonsense because I've actually been planning some big shit for this. Not for just this show. Well, for this show, but for my future. You know, something huge. But other than that, I've been preparing for a surprise for you guys in the near future, maybe the next 2-3 weeks. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to produce this shit, but I'm venturing back to Colombia. Yes, I know. Nas, why the fuck are you going to Colombia again? What the fuck is your problem, man? I tell my family that too. They said I should live out there. And I agree. I would love to live out there. America sucks. Only thing good about America is their dollar is valued the most. And I can
Here's
make
something I found on the web. According to gplanet.net,
What the fuck is that?
a strong dollar
Shut up.
to other worldwide
Shut up.
currencies
Alexa, be
and-
quiet. This bitch been in here listening to me this whole time. Ain't that about a bitch? Alexa, off. Don't listen to me no more, ho. I guess I was talking about some good shit there. Only thing good about America, like I was saying, is that their dollar is valued more than everywhere else. You know what I mean? So, you make money here, go spend it somewhere else. We was having breakfast at this spot last time we was out there, and we were talking to this white dude. He lived out there. He said he had homes out there, Bogota and shit. That's one place I haven't been in Colombia, Bogota, and it looks like a. Well, first they say it's very cold in Bogota. I don't want no parts of that. It's cold because of the altitude. You know, Cartagena, Medellin, all year round, 75 and up. No doubt about it. We actually gonna be going there during the dry season. You know, we met the dude Goldie Mac out there last time. Shout to Goldie Mac. That's actually the reason I'm going out there. I'm going to do an interview. Going to get the Goldie Mac story. Goldie Mac, the American exile. You know, was deported from America and shit. We gonna go get that story. So I officially become a journalist. I officially separate myself. What's that, next week? Yeah, we less than 2 weeks out this bitch, man. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Yeah, so we leave the top of December. And I probably won't record another episode after this. I'll probably just be still preparing. I just wanted to get something out to y'all so y'all not in the dark. I was just going to not do anything until December and then just boom, pop back out with the Goldie Mac interview. But I thought it'd be something to give y'all in between. Plus, there's been some sad shit going on. And I'm not the best at talking about sad shit. So that's probably not the reason why I'm doing this. But yeah, what was I saying about Bogota? Bogota is, it looks boring. You know, so cold plus boring. Nah, not me. And so from the videos I watched about it, like I said, I get obsessive with shit. You know, so I basically watch shit about the whole country. Even on places where they say not to go. Like, all of Colombia is not city. And I know you guys probably thought none of it was city. But there are parts. The parts that we go to be nice. It'd be city shit. Nice tall buildings. Nice luxurious malls and shit. You know? Y'all gotta get y'all heads. Y'all gotta get y'all heads out y'all asses. You know? Smell the fucking coffee. Smell the coffee, man. Just because America tells you somewhere is a shithole country doesn't mean it actually is. You know, America has its benefits. I'm not going to shit on it. I just explained to you the benefits of America. We can make money here. They allow us to make money here. Now, I could get into a whole thing about, you know, Thanksgiving just passed. I could get into a whole thing about how us melanated motherfuckers in America are actually native to here. I could get into that and how y'all stole the shit from us and created your because this isn't a democracy. What is this? This is what's the word? I forget the word. But it's not a democracy how they make us think. Yeah, but y'all stole the land. You know, y'all conquered us. Good job on that, man. You know, y'all great at conquering. But then they try to make you think that all of us were African slaves. You know, they brought us over on a boat from Africa and shit, when in reality, a lot of us were already here. You know what I mean? A lot of your ancestors were already in this motherfucker. You know, they enslaved them. They didn't bring everybody over from Africa. You know, everybody is not of African descent. 100%. You know, everybody descends from Africa. You know, the first man was in Africa. I understand that logic. But most people don't understand the logic that, yes, the original man was in Africa, but we conquered this whole motherfucking shit. We traveled and we inhabited this whole motherfucking shit. We did it first. And then when the whites, when they got their technology up, when they figured out how to explore and shit like that, they arrived at these places, you know. They arrived at these places that we already had been inhabiting and doing our own shit, you know, living life, our own customs and shit. All the shit that we don't know about, they was here doing the shit. I'm sure there's some stuff I could learn about that I haven't dug enough for. But it shouldn't have to be that hard. I should know my fucking culture. You assholes took that from me. And I'm mad. I want revenge for my forefathers' pussy. Yo, I didn't do an intro song. What does this become? Fuck it, we spitting now. Fucking intro song. I'll throw one in the front. Yeah, Thanksgiving happened. I'm giving y'all niggas the story of Thanksgiving now. They commissioned Columbus to go find new land because it's all crowded over there in Europe. Y'all on top of each other dying and shit. Go find some new land. Oh, and y'all want to express y'all religion. Y'all don't want to be under their religious fucking, their stringent religious rules and shit. Y'all want to be over here and practice y'all satanic shit. Okay? Y'all following me? They want to practice they satanic shit. They want a whole country modeled after they satanic shit. So they go discover America. You know, well, they don't do that first, but you know, they go to Caribbean, they rape and pillage and plunder down there. You know, the Haitians fight back and shit. That's why Haiti's so fucked up now, because they fought back and won. You ever wonder why the Dominican Republic is well, I guess they have their struggles too. It's pretty bad down there. But from what I understand, they receive support from the US. You know, and it's under my belief that Haiti is targeted with all of these natural disasters. I don't know if y'all knowledgeable of this shit, but all natural disasters aren't as natural as you may think. There are people that can create weather using machines. I sound insane to some people right now. I know. I was once you. Do some research on this shit. I'm just saying shit to make you think. I've done very little research on this shit. But I've looked some of this shit up, and I believe that Haiti is targeted. And then you got, after the natural disasters, you got the relief money that was supposed to help out Haiti. And it really went to the Clintons. The Clintons stole the Haiti money, and they stole the children from Haiti to use in their nasty shit. Look into this shit, man. Gillistein Maxwell isn't on trial for no reason. And you guys probably don't even know that. Y'all probably don't even know who the fuck I'm talking about. So after the Caribbean and shit, you know, Amerigo Vespucci, he comes up to Northern America. I don't know where he lands, but he discovers Northern America. That's where I believe my people's from. Where I'm at right now. Not exactly Pennsylvania, because I can't pinpoint that. But I know I ain't no fucking African, man. You gonna sit here and tell me I ain't no fucking African. There ain't nothing wrong with being African. It's just I've never felt African before. Whenever I see anything African, it's never like a you know how some things you just feel and relate to? It's never that for me with Africa. But when I look at those Native Americans, when I look at them in their face and look at their facial structures and shit, I see my family. When I look at them, and when I look at those old photos and shit, I see my family. I see my great-grandmother. I see my grandmother. I see my aunts and uncles and shit. We don't got African features. If you look at my family, we don't have African features. We don't. Big lips and big noses and shit, that's a phenotype for people with melanin. That's not no African shit. You know, so that's what I think, man. And they came up here and they did what they did in the Caribbean. You know, they raped, pillaged, plundered, but they also settled. because that's exactly what they was looking for, was more land. And Northern America had a lot of land. You know, over on the West Coast, that was all Latin America, man, and they stole that shit. You know, so that's why I go to South America and be like, that's my brother, man. Y'all are my fucking brothers. South America, North America, they was my fucking brothers, man. I feel like I relate to them. Anytime I have an interaction with somebody African, they had a fucking attitude. Face be balled the fuck up. Speak to you in that fucking ignorant ass tone, like they better than you or some shit, because they came over here and got grant money. Y'all came over here and got grant money because y'all actually not from here. We actually are from here. That's why we can't get ahead. I almost knocked this fucking Uber driver out. My mom she went to the market and shit around the corner. I don't know why I ain't take her. She be on some Miss Independent shit, always trying to do some shit on her own. Which I don't blame her, you know, she's a single mother, so, you know, let her have it. Let her have her moments. But I can help you out, Mom. It's cool. But I'm helping her bring groceries in and shit, and a fucking African Uber driver got the car parked on the corner where there's traffic coming through and shit, and she trying to get shit out the trunk, and his car is passing and shit. I'm like, yo, why didn't he? And it's a parking spot right in front of the house. I'm like, yo, why didn't he park in front of the house? He's like, I don't know. So I did this on purpose too. I wanted to see if he was gonna say something. I went and got everything else out of his trunk, and I left his trunk open. He don't got one of them joints where you could press a button and close it. I left his fucking trunk open. Nigga, you gonna go the extra mile for my mom, nigga. You don't want to park in front of the house? You gonna get the fuck out and close that fucking trunk, pussy. And he said some bullshit, some shit I couldn't understand. I said, what? I was already up the steps by the time he said it. I said, what? And he got back in his fucking car. Man. Yo, y'all. I had a fucking interaction with this bitch ass nigga yesterday. I was doing DoorDash, yo. This bitch ass nigga, I ain't gonna go into this whole story, but I got drunk yesterday because of this. I was steaming, yo. I was so mad. It's this nigga I want to shoot, right? And he used to deal with my sister, and long story short, I'm trying not to divulge too much information because it might be used against me in court one day, and they gonna say I premeditated this murder. But he gonna deserve it if I ever do it to him. So, but yesterday wasn't the time and the place for this shit to even put hands on him. I'm doing DoorDash, right? Why I see this nigga that did some nut shit to my sister, yo? Why, yo, the universe is fucking crazy. He's one unlucky motherfucker, man. He used to live with his grandmom, right? Now the nigga, of all places, I'm delivering to the building. This nigga living fucking Manayunk and shit. I get that nigga's location out. I don't give a fuck. He's a pussy. I don't give a fuck about him. I put the whole address up. Anyway, though, I don't even think he lived there because he didn't have a code to get inside. I pull up. I'm thinking I'm just dropping this order off, right? Leave it at the door. Boom. And it was weird because it was an apartment. So usually people in apartments, they be like, hand it to me. They'll meet me downstairs. But anyway, I pull up. I'm hopping out the car. And I see this nigga. I look him dead in his eyes. I said, I know this ain't this nigga, yo. I said, I know this ain't this nigga. He got to be one of the unluckiest motherfuckers on this planet. Oh, man. Oh, my God. This shit making me mad now. This shit making me mad because, what's up, Kylie? I see you found out how to get out mom's room. Just don't make no noise or you going in that basement. Be real smooth, like. No, but I felt pussy after this, so I had to go drink. But I'm also not trying to go to jail, man. I want that nigga. I want him to at least get his ass whooped, man. And it wasn't the time and the place. I could see if I premeditated this shit. It was probably cameras and shit out there. We was in Manayunk. I mean, it's a fucking apartment building and shit. White people walking up and down the street, jogging, walking their dogs and shit. So I go put the food in front of the door. When I tell you, I never seen somebody look like they wanted to crawl out of their skin before. I never knew what that term meant until then. That nigga looked like he wanted to crawl out of his fucking skin. He looked like he saw a ghost. And I'm not even an intimidating person, I don't think. I never really talked to him like that, so I guess he don't know what I get into. That nigga looked scared as a bitch. He was bitching, man. He was bitching. He was trying not to look at me. I walked up, sat the food down, taking my picture and shit. And I asked him, yo, is you cool? Nigga pacing and looking all weird and shit. And he's a bitch, man. I'm not smiling. I'm not laughing or nothing. Nigga, he goes, yeah, stop playing with me, sir. Stop playing with me. Fuck out of here, you fucking clown. Stop playing with me, sir. I'll blow your fucking head off out here, nigga. I wanted him to hit me, man, because I was going to kill him out there. I was going to shoot him right in his head. Yo, if he'd have swung on me, y'all, because I like my gun too much. I don't want to have to get that up. But if he'd have put his hands on me, I'd have killed him. Only because of what him and my sister had went through. And I ain't going to talk about that on here. You know? And it wasn't nothing crazy, because if it was something crazy, it wouldn't even have been no talking. You know, it'd have been fuck everything if it was something real crazy. But he's a bitch. That's the moral of the story, man. Don't be like that, nigga. He's a bitch. I ain't really tell y'all what like about his character or nothing like that. All around, he's just a nut. Don't own shit. Just in the way, man. Just all the way in the fucking way. Man, I wish he'd have gave me a reason the other day. That's all. But I asked him if he was cool. I was checking his temperature and shit. Stop playing with me, sir. Act like he wanted to walk up to me or something. What? Stop playing with me, sir. Fuck out of here, nigga. I'll break your fucking jaw out here. He don't got no pistol. I ain't gonna tell y'all why. He don't got no fucking pistol. Probably to spare him. Probably would have beat him with the butt of my gun or some shit. And his head all crazy. But I would have went to jail that day, because that nigga's the type of dude to tell on you after you do some shit like that to him. He know he got it coming his way because he was fucking nervous. He know he got some shit coming his way. Real men don't be nervous and shit like that if your honor all the way intact, if you move how a man's supposed to move out here and you and everything 100 and you ain't do nothing wrong, why would you be nervous? Like, I ain't even been. That nigga was shook. That nigga was shook once. Oh, I think somebody's calling my mom on her iPad. Oh, it stopped. Yeah, I wanted to rip his head off, though. Just for looking all stupid at me and shit. I got his location, though. Yeah, but I went and had a drink. I probably did it like another order. And then that shit was just festering. Like, all the shit that I should have did and said to him and shit. Like, I felt so pussy after that. I said, oh, my God, I got to go drink, man. Calm this shit down. I only had beers though. I ain't drink no alcohol yesterday. I did. I found out. Well, I've been through this, but I just tried it out. Whole Foods. They got a bar. I guess certain Whole Foods, but it's this one in the county and shit where I'll be doing DoorDash and shit. They got a bar in there. It ain't liquor though. It's just beers. Like, I don't drink like Corona or Heineken or any of that shit. I drink the what are they called? Like craft brews. I drink those Jones. The Jones that got all the funky weird names and shit. Be having like 10% alcohol in them and shit like that. I be drinking those joints. I fuck with those. The joint I had, it was pretty good. It was pretty good, man. And all that shit subsided. All of it subsided, man. That's what alcohol does. I just want to let y'all know, though, that nigga ain't put his hands on my sister, because it would have been no talking after that. I'd have killed him out there. If I found him, I'd have killed him out there, 100%. If he hit my sister, I'd have murdered him right there, because he ain't had nowhere to go. That nigga was, when I walked up, hopped out the car and shit, he was pulling on doors and shit. Oh, my God. Nigga, yo, that nigga was bitching. Like I said, he know he got something coming his way. That's a guilty conscience, ain't it? It's a guilty fucking conscience. I should have bashed his head in, man. Fuck. Young Dolph died. Speaking of gun violence. He didn't deserve that shit, though, man. You know. young dude, very young, 36 years old. That's very young. Very active in the community, from what I saw. Entrepreneur, family man. He ain't deserve that shit. I don't know everything, and I don't need to know everything. I ain't a street nigga. I don't need to know everything. But I know enough to know that he ain't deserve that shit. He ain't deserve that shit. It wasn't worth it. What y'all did to him, it wasn't worth it. What he said something to y'all? What he said something y'all ain't like? You niggas gotta grow the fuck up, man. You niggas gotta grow the fuck up. You gonna spend the rest of your life in jail over some shit a nigga said. Over some shit a nigga said. You gonna spend the rest of your life in jail. That was my thoughts on the young Dolph shit. I ain't really listen to his music all like that. He got some shit, but I don't really have too much to say about it. I don't get into the whole speculating of who killed who. You know, they talking about rappers' grandmom's house got shot up, rappers' mom's restaurants getting shot up and shit, even though that was false. That was fake news and shit. You know, and you know something I do realize around this time? A lot of people expose themselves as clout chasers. And a lot of people expose themselves as stupid. People don't be knowing what the fuck they be talking about, man. They just don't. Like, I saw this shit, I guess he's some Memphis legend, some Memphis gangster nigga. He was basically saying that a part of the reason Young Dolph got killed is because they recently passed this law where if you 18 or older, you don't have to have a permit to carry a pistol and shit. That's not the reason, my nigga. I'm so tired of y'all blaming gun laws and blaming guns for people being stupid with guns. Like, the shit is plain dead in y'all fucking face. It's not the guns that's killing people. It's the people. It's the dangerous people. It's the dumbass people with guns that are killing people. It's not the guns. Like, you could be 18 years old, right? Let me put it to y'all this way. You could be an 18 years old nigga that just turned 18 years old that day. Because when I turned 21, my license expired the next day. My birthday is March 31st, right? My license expired April 1st. So I went to the gun store to purchase my pistol March 31st. So if a nigga turns 18, the day he turns 18, he can go to the gun store and get any big-ass gun he wants as long as he can pay for it. Any pistol he wants soon as he turns 21. So y'all gotta get the fuck out of here with that whole just because, oh, they don't need a license, so they out here doing whatever. They was already doing whatever. Y'all sound so fucking stupid. Oh, because it's no more concealed carry. Y'all sound so fucking stupid, man. People was already out here carrying guns without no license. And it's street niggas saying this dumb shit. Y'all know this shit. Y'all don't carry guns with licenses. How can you be saying this dumb shit when y'all already was having access to guns? Y'all was already having access to these guns. It's not making it worse. It's already bad. So y'all just be exposing yourself to saying dumb shit. And then the people trying to get the information out the fastest, you know, copying other motherfuckers, and then finding out the information that they got from another motherfucker was wrong. So now both of y'all look like dickheads. It's like, no, chill. Let the information come. I know how this media shit works. I know you want to get the story out as fast as you can. I get it, man. I get it. You want to be the first. You want everybody to see your shit. But what happens when that information is wrong, my nigga? When that information is wrong, you look like a fucking dickhead. And you know what happens after that? Nobody takes your opinion as credible anymore. And you become not so valuable of a source on information. And nobody wants to watch you because you know why? You be trying to get information out all fast and you sound like a fucking dickhead. And you all wrong. Oh, Dolph's mom's, his house got shot up and shit. Wrong. Not Dolph, fucking, what's that young nigga, black youngster? Nigga older than me, calling a young nigga. Yeah, man. R.I.P. Young Dolph. That's all I got to say. Virgil Abloh passed yesterday from cancer. Y'all want to hear some conspiracy? I don't got nobody here with me. So asking that question would be redundant. I don't think it's time to be talking about any conspiracy shit. It is sacrifice season, though. I don't know if y'all realize this, but a lot of celebrities do die in November every year. I don't know if y'all realize this shit or not. It is sacrifice season, though. That's all I got to say about Virgil. I ain't really into fashion and shit like that. He died on the 28th. He was on a list of defendants for that Gillistein Maxwell case. Guess what number he was on the list? 28. That's all I'm gonna say. Moving on though. Speaking of dead celebrities and shit, O turned on a doc on HBO Max the other day. One of the saddest documentaries I've ever seen. It was created to celebrate the life of DMX, or the final days of DMX, I should say. They wanted to document that. It was so fucking sad, my nigga. Like that shit. It was what's that word? Gut wrenching. That shit was sad, yo. That nigga, he struggled with addiction from the start to the very end. All that shit they was trying to say, oh, he ain't died from no overdose and nothing. That was bullshit. That was all bullshit, man. And what's even more sad about this shit is how DMX got on drugs. It was sad, yes. His OG laced him with a Wooly. If y'all don't know what that is, that's a coke-filled blunt. Drifting on a boat. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's what X was on. And he said that helped him create all of those hit songs, all of that beautiful music that we all know and love, right? So, what's so fucked up about this, the ending days of his life is DMX was broke. DMX had no money, man. Even though DMX was on tour during his last days, going on album runs and shit, shooting videos and shit, DMX had no fucking money, y'all. Def Jam, they was, you know, when you on tour and shit, they supply transportation, wardrobe and shit like that. I'm assuming. And, you know, he got celebrity friends and shit like that. Not saying he was asking them for money, but, you know, if I'm down on my luck and I got some homies that's up, I would assume that they would help me out. But he got a $500,000 deal from Def Jam, right? When it hit his account was still negative $87,000. He got back child support, all kinds of shit. You know, that shit just ate all that up, and he still got shit to pay. So DMX was broke, right? He's literally performing in order to live. You know, and the music that he's performing, all the music that get the crowd hype and shit, he was on crack cocaine making that shit. He was on crack cocaine, speaking to the devil. You know, all that shit. What? All that's on crack. He's speaking to the devil. And, you know, performing that shit, it has to trigger something. Shit got to be triggering for him. So having to perform that shit every night in order to survive, and you thinking about crack and shit like that, that's just a never-ending cycle. That's fucked up, man. To die like that and then to just die. In the fucking documentary, he got checked into rehab. In the documentary. Came out and shit. Nobody know where the fuck he was at. You know, came out of the rehab acting like everything was all normal and shit. Yeah, you know, another day in the life, my nigga. You know what I mean? All that shit. Then he just checked. He checked. But what was beautiful about this shit, he got to make up with his family and shit. You know, his gay son that he shunned and shit like that. He made up with him towards the end of his life. That was touching. But overall, sad fucking documentary, man. Sad. Very candid though. Like it was up close. Like they wasn't holding no punches with this shit. I'm not saying it was like that, like some expose kind of shit. Not like that, but what I meant to say was it was up close and personal. Like I never seen X like that before, you know. You could tell he was having money problems and shit. He's on the phone talking about people suing him and shit like that. It was just fucked up. Fucked up. Sad. R.I.P. DMX. Go check that documentary out. Speaking of sacrifice season, I didn't get a chance to talk about that Astro World shit. They talking about 8 people died. It was hundreds of bodies piled up. But whatever though. That's old news, but that's just something I thought was funny from this shit. They talk about 8 people died. There's all these bodies piled up on the ground and shit. Yo, these celebrities be showing you all that demonic shit right in front of your face, and y'all just be going along with it. That's what it was during that concert. People was getting trampled and passing out and all kinds of crazy shit, and y'all just in the trance looking up at them. That's how I think Travis's music sounds. That's how I think all his music sound like that. I don't listen to that nigga, yo. I don't listen to it because you know, Sicko Mode that went in. Sicko Mode was hard. But I only like Drake's part. I don't like the beat switch up. I wish they would have kept it normal, and I wish Travis wouldn't have rapped. I mean, so there's that. But yeah, man, they just be putting the shit right in front of your face, and y'all don't give a fuck. I guess y'all like it. You know, how many times is Lil Uzi gonna have to tell you he's a demon? He worships Satan. How many times he gonna have to tell you that shit? You know, they don't be joking. This shit ain't no fucking joke out here. But whatever. And Lil Uzi, he makes good music, though. I fuck with Lil Uzi. You know, aside from all that demonic shit, I don't really get into all that, but some of your music is fire, though, Uzi. I don't go that far in this shit. I don't stop listening to shit just because y'all worship the devil. Well, certain shit, you know, it's like Playboy Cardi. He's another one of those dudes that worships the devil. I don't listen to that nigga. Who do I listen to that worships the devil? It's hard to tell because some of them don't put it in your face. Like JayZ, he don't 100% put it in your face. Beyonce, she don't show that shit at all. You know, she real good about hiding her shit. But some of them like to tease you with this shit. Some of them know exactly how y'all operate, and as long as it's a good tune that y'all can follow, like, you know, there's different frequencies and vibrations and shit that channel certain shit. I'm talking like demonic spirits, emotions within yourself. Like, that shit is real, man. In fact, that shit that I was just doing with Travis, I think all of that fucking that's something. That's something, man. They was just sitting there looking up at this nigga while people passing out and shit. White bitches commenting on the stage like, yo, stop the show. I'll never go to no shit like that. No festival. That's a terrible spot to die at. Lastly, I'm gonna shit on the ladies real quick. I caught y'all in a little I caught y'all in y'all Whoisms, y'all whorisms. I caught y'all, man. Y'all be exposing yourselves to these little posts. I saw this shit on IG. Said, if we're the same age, don't inbox me. I like unking them. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong with that at all. In fact, we embrace that over here at the Dopest podcast. But I did scroll through the comments, right? And I don't think you chicks be realizing it, but y'all be sounding like prostitutes sometimes, man. This shit be crazy. Y'all do. Ain't nothing against y'all. Do your thing. Get your money. But y'all got to realize how y'all be sounding sometimes. Like, I've dated. Not dated. I ain't really had no girlfriend like that. I've talked to chicks, right, that were supposed good girls, right? And I've also talked to chicks that were whores, you know? And sometimes the good girls don't be realizing it's certain shit that you be saying where you be sounding like the whores. You be thinking you saying some good girl shit, but you sound like a hoe out here. I was reading the comments, right? And this chick said, nah, Unc and them be having young things on speed dial and pressing them with Yard House. I just found out about Yard House, too. Yard House is fire. The fuck is this bitch talking about? And this other chick said, lucky you, a lot of them be way Fridays. Oh, be way Fridays. Where's this bitch from? Who talks like that? What's wrong with Fridays, bitch? You are, you. Let me look at this bitch profile. Because she might be Fridays. You know, fuck is you talking about, bitch? Yeah, this bitch is Fridays, man. Get the fuck out of here. Bitch look like she work at Fridays. And then this other chick said, they have unks in front of the liquor store. Throw up emoji. I guess those is bad unks. She said, you gotta go sit at the bar at Roof Chris or just somewhere upscale and chill there for a bit. Cause baby, if you playing the game right. Oh, she said, cause baby, if you playing the game, play it right or get played. Now, these be the same bitches that be like, I can't find no good man. I can't find no good man out here. Is y'all sitting at the bar looking burnt out, looking like you want some fucking money out of a nigga. Look like you want him to buy a drink. I like bitches that look like they could do for self, man. I don't like bitches that hang out at bars looking for the next dick to jump on because they need some money or they need a place to stay. I don't like them bitches. Damn, and this bitch actually kind of cute. That's what I'm saying. These be the ones that be talking like prostitutes, but then be acting like they the best of bitches, like they the best of bitches in the world. When you be sitting at bars trying to get fucked by the guy that got the most bread. Damn, that's fucked up, man. These bitches be burnt the fuck out, man. She's just talking about sitting at where the best corner to stand on is. That's basically what the fuck she was saying. You know what I mean? That fucked me up. Like, damn, oh no, you got to be at Roofs, Chris. And the bitch said, they got one time to tell me no because I'm asking for bill money. Fuck the bags and clothes. If he not paying a bill, get the fuck out my face. Man, you bitches is whores, man. You bitches is whores. So that means if she got to fuck 5 different niggas to pay 5 different bills each month, she's going to do that. She's going to do that, my nigga. She's going to do that. And y'all don't be realizing I think deep into shit. Like, you not just leaving a comment. I'm looking into this shit. Like, this bitch, her mattress is probably on the floor. You know, she's probably barely getting by. She's probably fucking different men every night for money. Y'all think this shit just happened out the country. That shit don't just happen out the country. These bitches be tricking for money in the United States. And it's even worse because it costs more to live here. You know, so these bitches be out here scrambling. That's why them bitches robbed me at the mall that night. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's a crazy world out here, man. I'm going to get out of here, though. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, man. And next time I will be talking to you guys, and next time I will see you guys, we will be joined by O-Star and Goldie Mac. We're going to be in Cartagena, Colombia, enjoying the sun, enjoying the women, enjoying life, man. We're going to be chilling. And I think I'm not even think. I'm definitely going to vlog this time. So, and I think I'm going to do it day by day. So each day is going to be an episode, and I'm going to release them periodically, you know. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. So y'all got some content coming. Be happy about that. Sorry I've been gone for 3 weeks. I will see you guys in a few. Peace. Peace.